Representative realism.
According to the textbook, representative realism is a realist theory of perception, which claims that physical objects impact upon our sense organs, causing us to experience sensations. These sensations are alien to pictures which represent the objects which cause them.
This means we perceive indirectly. This means when we see and touch things, we perceive subjective representations of objects, not the objects themselves.
This means when I see, for example, a tree, I am not directly seeing a physical object as it really is, as naive realists claim, but instead I am seeing a representation of the tree, and this representation is in my mind. It's like a mental postcard that is both caused by and of the physical object.
John Locke said that there was a distinction between the primary and secondary qualities of objects. For example, look at this car. The primary qualities of this car are its position, how many of it there are, its shape, size, and motion. Its secondary qualities are its colour, how hot or cold it is, the smell of it, the sound of it, and the taste of it. But is representative realism the only theory of perception?
Direct realism.
Direct realism is another theory of perception. It states, physical objects have an independent existence in space. They follow the laws of physics and process certain properties, varying from size and shape through to colour, smell and texture.
So what we see is exactly that object. It is mind independent. But there are many flaws in this theory. For example, illusion and hallucination.
The argument from illusion claims that what we perceive is not always the exact truth. For example, when these two people stand like this, they appear to be the same height, but when they stand like this, they are clearly not.
However, in the case of hallucinations, what we perceive is A, 100% fictitious, and B, they are phenomenologically identical with veridical perceptions. Hallucinations occur when you take drugs. Time lag is a science-inspired argument for sense data. For example, this man clapping in a field. We see him clap, but there is a delay between the time he claps and the sound of the clap hitting our ears. This would be an example of time lag. J.L. Austin.
Austin thought that sense data was unnecessary. This is what he thought.
If, to take a rather different case, a church were cunningly camouflaged so that it looked like a barn, how would any serious questions be raised about what we see when we look at it? We see, of course, a church that now looks like a barn. We do not see an immaterial barn, an immaterial church, or an immaterial anything else. And what, in this case, could seriously tempt us to say that we do?
Football.